Breaking news right now. The world is watching the Middle East as tensions rapidly escalate, raising fears of a wider regional conflict that could impact global security, energy prices, and international stability. Over the past hours and days, developments across the region have intensified dramatically. Military activity has increased, political warnings are growing stronger, and global leaders are urging restraint as the situation becomes more unpredictable. What began as rising regional tensions has now evolved into a crisis with worldwide consequences. Reports indicate increased military readiness across multiple countries, while strategic locations connected to energy production and regional security have become the center of global attention. Analysts say the speed of escalation is what concerns experts the most. The Middle East plays a critical role in the global energy system, and any instability immediately affects markets around the world. Investors, governments, and security agencies are closely monitoring every update as uncertainty spreads across financial markets. One of the biggest concerns right now is the safety of international shipping routes, especially near the Strait of Hormuz, a narrow passage responsible for transporting nearly 1/5 of the world's oil supply. If tensions disrupt movement through this area, the consequences could be felt instantly across global economies. Fuel prices, transportation costs, and supply chains could all experience sudden pressure. Oil markets have already reacted with volatility, reflecting fears that the crisis may continue to expand. Economic analysts warn that prolonged instability in the region could trigger inflation increases and slow economic growth worldwide. Meanwhile, military forces in and around the region remain on high alert. Defense officials are monitoring developments closely, while diplomatic efforts continue behind the scenes in an attempt to prevent further escalation. Airspace monitoring has increased, maritime security operations have intensified, and international observers describe the current moment as one of the most sensitive geopolitical situations in recent years. Global reactions are unfolding quickly. Governments across Europe, Asia, and North America are calling for de-escalation and dialogue, emphasizing the importance of avoiding actions that could widen the conflict. Security experts explain that modern conflicts no longer remain limited to one region. Economic systems, cyber infrastructure, and global trade networks mean that events in one area can rapidly influence the entire world. Social media and news platforms are now flooded with discussions, analysis, and breaking updates as millions of people search for answers about what could happen next. The uncertainty surrounding the crisis has created a wave of concern among citizens and policymakers alike. Questions about energy security, international alliances, and regional stability are now dominating global headlines. Some analysts believe diplomacy still has a chance to reduce tensions, while others warn that misunderstandings or miscalculations could quickly escalate the situation further. At this moment, the situation remains fluid. New developments are emerging continuously, and officials are carefully evaluating each step to avoid unintended consequences. What happens next may depend on diplomatic negotiations currently taking place behind closed doors as world leaders attempt to stabilize a situation that has already captured global attention. For now, the world waits and watching closely as every new headline has the potential to shift the direction of events. This is a developing story, and updates are expected as more information becomes available. Stay informed and follow for continuous breaking news coverage and real-time global updates as this critical situation continues to unfold.